So if I'm Maria and I'm looking to connect with the recruiter, it really will depend on my prior relationships or prior work experience. But typically what will happen is I'll hear that so-and-so recruiter is recruiting for jobs in the United States. Maybe I hear it by word of mouth. Maybe I hear it on the radio. Typically, there's a meeting that happens in town where the recruiter will give some basic information about the job. The recruiter may say, I'm recruiting for 200 jobs to work in crabs on the eastern shore of Maryland. And we'll be paying, the employer will be paying a high wage and there's great housing. In order to be considered for the job, just put your name on the list, give us 6,000 pesos, and go get a passport so that you're ready for the process. I'll be in touch.
Y también tenemos un problema con la contratista de nuestro pueblo que pues cobra muy caro, $1,000 por llevarte, y a veces llegas al consulado y no te dan visa y te regresas, y ahora sí que pierdes pues todo ese dinero, y a uno a veces sí, pues sí le da tristeza, ¿verdad? De que se va y deja a su familia sola y para ir a sufrir.
What we see now in the guest worker programs is that it's common across the different sectors and across the visa categories that workers pay fees and take out substantial loans to be able to pay those fees. And we think that no one should have to pay for the opportunity to work in the United States. There also is the right to know. Right now there isn't a clear right to know the terms and conditions of the job at recruitment. So we think that all workers should receive a copy of an employment contract with basic information about the rate of pay and the industry that they're going to work in the United States. It is not uncommon for us to hear from workers, oh, I was told I was going to construction and I was going to be paid $10 an hour, and then that worker find out that he or she is actually working in a completely different industry for a different wage rate. And so we think workers need to be given information about the job in their home country. What CDM does is we hold workshops, participatory workshops in sending communities throughout Mexico with workers before they leave for the United States. So we inform workers about their rights in the United States, but also about their rights in the recruitment process, and give them the tools to make informed decisions about opportunities in the United States. Typically, what happens when we do these workshops is that workers come forward and they say, that happened to me. I didn't get paid for 3 weeks of work, or I never received overtime, or I paid a recruitment fee and was never reimbursed for any of my expenses, or maybe I got hurt on the job and never received medical care compensation. So when workers come forward with those stories, we interview them, we evaluate their cases, and we connect them with advocates throughout the United States and Mexico who can partner with them to fight for their rights.